Fingers crossed. Can everybody see me? Can everybody hear me? That was very, very weird. That was very weird. I literally hit go live and it flashed the screen for a second and then I immediately lost connection and it wouldn't reconnect and it was very strange. It was very strange. I don't know what the heck that was, but we're here. We're here. It's all good. Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday. I'm glad you stuck it out with me while I figured out all my technical junk. I really thought that we were going to have to like move links because I had to X out and I wasn't sure if it was going to like close off the video and be like, this live stream is over. Congratulations. No, it just like, it's like it never happened. I don't even know. Whatever. It's fine. We're fine. We're going to get through this, ladies and gentlemen. There's a whole bunch of friends here tonight, and I'm very, very excited. Lissa's here, Maria's here, Christina's here while Alice is busy painting, Janina's here, Becky's here, Sarah, and Ashley, and Amy. Did I say Maria already? I did say Maria already. Kim's here, Danielle is here. Man, you guys, Tracy's here, Julie's here, Barb is here, hello, and Rosie, of course, and Susan, good to see you, my friend. Oh man, it's been a day, y'all. I filmed all of next month's videos, except for 3 vlogs, which I obviously can't film yet because they're vlogs. One is going to be at the beginning of the month, one's going to be my birthday, and one is going to be Thanksgiving and first family Christmas and all that stuff happening at the end of the month. Other than that, I filmed 6 videos today. 6. It is a miracle that I can still speak to you. My throat is killing me. Whew, but we're here and I can still speak. And tonight's tea of choice, I liked the vibe of having tea last week, so I'm doing it again. And this week, it is my favorite tea. I don't know if it's my favorite out of necessity or because after all these years, I've just grown to love it. It is a tea that my sophomore in high school choir director recommended for singers called Throat Coat. And I've been drinking it since my sophomore year of high school. Christina called it, and it's my favorite. And so today I literally dug through all of my teas. I'm like, I've got to have Throat Coat in here somewhere. And I do. So Throat Coat is the tea of choice. But of course, Throat Coat you have to let steep for like 10 to 15 minutes in order to get the full throat soothing effects. But dang, this tea, you guys. It's disgusting when you first try it. It really is. But you acquire the taste for it, and now it's just the most soothing smell and taste to me in the whole world. It's so good. And my voice is going to need it. Oh, this poor throat. Oh, this poor throat. Oh, let's see what everyone is saying. Bree, you wore things out with all the work today. I did. It's true. I'm glad it isn't just me. Nope. Everyone's here. We're good. I'm pretty sure that's the motto of 2020. That's fine. We're fine. We're going to get through this. We are so close. We're so close. And I said that in several of my videos today because, of course, it was November's content that I filmed. So I'm like, guys, we're this close. I don't even know what the primary, like, there's like licorice root in here. Let me Google. Let me do a quick Google. To tell you, it is traditional medicinals, which you can get in any drugstore. I always have a box of this stuff on hand. Slippery elm is one of the primary ingredients. That is like their main thing. Licorice root, slippery elm bark, marshmallow root, wild cherry bark, fennel fruit, cinnamon bark, and orange peel. That's what's in it. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's the old, you tell someone about cool. Oh, never mind. We're back. What is going on with the YouTubes today? What is happening? What in the world is going on? I don't know. I looked up and the screen was black again. So apparently we are having difficulties today, which is, fine. My phone doesn't want me to talk anymore, apparently. No problem. No problem. So what's going to happen, if this keeps up, I will start a different live stream using my computer, and I will drop the link in the chat roll, okay? So no guarantees that this is going to work, but we're going to just keep on keeping on and do the best we can, all right? Throat coat, everyone's talking about tea. It's yogi tea. Which one is yogi tea, Susan? The throat coat is, oh, did I leave again? Am I gone again? Again? Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the instant feedback. It's going to be a hard day, y'all. It's going to be a hard day. So while we're here, let's jump right into all the good stuff. Share your highs, share your lows. Let's do highs and lows while we still have connection and all that jazz. My high, I don't know, man. I haven't actually stopped with it. My high is that I filmed 6 freaking videos today. Like, that's the high, let's be honest, because now, this batch week thing is going well. And in theory, by the end of the week, I will have all of my videos filmed, check, edited, that's tomorrow's job, and uploaded, that's Thursday. So, I will have November almost done, which is awesome because November starts the holiday madness, which is going to be madness, but it's going to be great. So, that's my high. My low is that it's winter. It is winter in Minnesota. What? Like, legit, this morning we woke up and it was 14 degrees and it's been snowing on and off. Not today, it hasn't been snowing. Thank goodness. We saw the sun today. Oh no, Janine. I'm sorry. All right, so if you're willing to disclose, how are your symptoms? Because I've heard everything. Obviously, like, there are people that end up in the hospital, and then, like, my grandmother got it, and she had a head cold. Like, that's all she had, was a head cold. She's like, I feel fine. I didn't lose my sense of smell. I didn't lose anything. I'm good. Her biggest problem was the fact that she was quarantined. That was the biggest issue she had with having COVID. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. I won't be at all surprised when people tell me that they've had it. Like, it's just a thing. Kim, you have it too? Oh no, it's getting there. It's getting there. There will be there. Yes, Susan. Sorry, I'm winging things at you guys. I don't know why I'm playing with the lip gloss, but I'm playing with the lip gloss. That's awesome. We sent in our ballots last week. Answers to thyroid problems, Danielle, that is amazing. Lo, you had a migraine today. I hope you're feeling better. You're good enough to hang out here with us. That's awesome. Ashley's high, and she talked about this on her Instagram stories, and I told her to share it today. She has lost 2 inches in the past 2 weeks. Shout out to Joel and the Fab Four Smoothies. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good for you, Ashley. I'm so excited for you. I had to refresh. Okay, cool. Janine's low, she has COVID. Hi, I meal planned all last week and this week for dinners, which makes me happy. Low high, I froze my membership at PF because COVID numbers, but subscribed to Walk at Home. Good. As long as you've got something to do, I'm here for it. Good for you. You stopped the gym, which I know sucks. I know, lift some weights at home. There's got to be something there for you to do, but also good for you for picking on something else. Let's see. Low. I had a bad weekend. Very low, sad, trouble bouncing back yesterday too, but feeling better today. Oh, I'm sorry, Ashley. You seemed, I loved watching your face as you were telling us about the progress you made today. Like, the genuine joy I saw on your face was palpable. It made me smile. I loved it so, so very much. So I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better today. I wish I could have November done with work anyway. I voted early. Hang in there. You want to chat? DM me. Liz says, hi, I upped my weights with Lift 4, created a new tending list for the next 5 weeks, and actually posted a blog post. Good for you. I have had fever for 5 days, still congested, and the fatigue is real. Loss of appetite. Oh, man. Have you lost your sense of smell? Because I know that's a thing, and I'm asking everybody that now. I even put it on Instagram stories. I'm like, if you've had COVID, someone tell me if you've lost your sense of smell. And the reason I want to know is because me and my husband, in our paranoia neuroses, always think, like, I'm regularly waking up with a sore throat because it's so dry here now. Like, he's had a cough for days, all these things. But I'm like, as long as I can still smell, this lip gloss smells like peppermint. As long as I can still smell, I mark myself as okay. Most people have lost their sense of smell that I've heard. Not everybody, but most. So that's why I'm asking everybody. I love all of the support that you all are giving one another on here. This is amazing. Thyroid problems are terrible. Oh no! Insurance denied your weight loss surgery. I am so sorry. That's a bummer. On the plus side, while you work to get that worked out or see what you're going to do with that, keep doing what you're doing though. Do not let that discourage you and make you give up. Make it help you push further because you're doing an incredible job, Ashley. I need to find a new multivitamin. Up the weight. I made a great dinner with roasted chicken and veggies. Suggestions for reheating the veggies appreciated. Air fryer. I like to reheat vegetables in the air fryer. I 100% do. Especially things like potatoes or roasted broccoli and things like that. Kim lost her sense of taste and smell. Okay. That's why and Janine can smell and taste. Sore throat and the cough were the first symptoms. Interesting. And that's what's hard for me because, like, these are also everyday symptoms of an asthmatic in winter. Like, our temperatures plummeted in a week and we got hit with winter. There was no fall. It was winter. And so now it's dry. Our humidifier is having a hard time keeping up. It's also all regular symptoms that I would normally be experiencing. My throat is on fire right now. I filmed 6 videos today. Like, it's not, in my mind, I'm like, it's fine. It's not actually an issue, but there's that little sense of paranoia that always likes to jab at you because we're in 2020, you know? I got a text from my brother just to chat. Oh, that's awesome. Rosie, low is I'm still in midterms and want all the food. High is my energy's up a little bit. That is good. We see each other once a year, even though we don't live that far apart. I mean, this year, nobody has seen anybody, all things considered. Air fryer. Everyone likes the air fryer idea. I always wake up with a sore throat. I think the fan blowing in my open mouth all day. Yeah, night. Yeah, 100%. Lindsay, I know I saw you right before my connection dropped. Hello. Thank you for coming. I went for a walk during my daughter's gymnastics class instead of sitting in the car for an hour. Good job. Lo, I missed your links of Frank, American Girl, and Delia's live. That was epic. That was an epic live stream, you guys. I felt all the happy feels after that live stream. It was so good. It was so good. Also, hi, you guys were so supportive. Thank you. We really do have the greatest community here, don't we? I'm terrified of getting COVID. I work in NYC. So scary here for the first 4 months. The scary thing is you have no idea how your immune system reacts. I know. That's the worst part. Like, if I knew that catching this disease just meant I had a really bad cold or even was like on the couch for a couple of days, like out of commission, like if you had the flu, but you'd survive and be okay, I wouldn't care nearly as much. Because I'm like, fine. I can take a week and be sick and be miserable. It'll be okay. But the problem is you don't know. You just don't know, right? Hi, I'm getting things done in my study, making great progress and throwing things away. Guys, if you have seen this study, you would know that this is a big deal. I'm so, so happy. It's going to be a different house by the time I get there with all the stuff you are getting rid of. I am so pumped. I might have to run away due to the painting child who's now making a mess. Go for it. Another low that kind of bummed me out today, I had an interview that ended abruptly as soon as I had to tell them I live with people who work outside the home. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. I'm sorry. Low, I had a stomach bug and haven't exercised in a few days. Plus the water is 82 degrees and the pool's too cold. Are you being serious? 82 82 degrees is not too cold. Thank you, Christina, because this is also the woman who tried to tell me that, like, winter in Florida is what, 70 degrees on a cold day? Maybe 60, but like 70 to 75, right? She tried to tell the girl that grew up in the Midwest and swam in Grandpa's pool that that's too cold to go in the pool. What? What? Side note regarding last week's live. Did anyone who took the quiz get their chronotype make changes in their sleep schedule? I am a dolphin and tried and I didn't see much success. So here is what happened. This is great. If you guys want to keep highs and lows in conversation going, that's great, but we can definitely move on to the next topic. And that was, I did in fact want to update you guys. 82 is not freezing. 32 is freezing. 32. You got a couple extra lines in there. It's 3-2. That's what's freezing. No, Becky's not going to get sympathy for the 82 degree pool. She's not. No. So I wanted to update you guys on the sleeping. So those of you that were there last week know we talked about all the things. But we talked about the power of when and our sleep schedules based on chronotypes. My chronotype is a dolphin, like Danielle's and several other people's here. And its prescription was you going to bed at 11:50 p.m. and getting up at 6:30, which I thought was a great idea because I was having amazing sleep issues. Huge, epic sleep issues. I don't know what triggered me. I have to sneeze. I'm very sorry if I sneeze on you guys. Ooh, telling you, the allergies are weird too. Oh, I don't know if I took an allergy pill today. I really got, oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm a hot mess, y'all. I'm a hot mess. I did not take an allergy pill today, and I'm wondering why my nose is all tickly. Anyway, I've been on allergy pills of some kind since I was like 10. So I've been having epic like sleep anxiety, the works. Thank you, Kim. It's the COVID. Yeah. Or it's my allergies because I failed to take fexofenadine this morning because I didn't put them in my case. I took everything in my case. So I tried the whole going to bed later and it only helped a little bit. I was able to fall asleep within an hour or so instead of staying up for 3 or 4 hours and having epic issues. But the real change happened when I went to the doctor for my PCP appointment on Friday and said, I'm actually having some really bad sleeping issues. I don't know what it is. And I talked to her. I'm like, I'm sure it's COVID anxiety and the weight of the world and the weight of politics and just all the things weighing down. And then I get anxiety over the fact I can't fall asleep, which causes more. And she understood completely. I love this doctor. I've only ever seen her twice. I saw her this time last year and this year. And I just happened to I don't know if I happened to pick her or when I called to make an appointment, she was who was available. So they paired me with her. I love her. I absolutely love her. She listens to you. She doesn't comment on like, oh, you could really stand to lose 10 pounds or so. No talk of weight. She goes, you're eating healthily. How often do you exercise? Do you smoke? How often do you drink? Like all of those things. And she's like, you're doing great. You're awesome. Let's get your panels done. I had my blood drawn. I had all the things. All of my numbers were good. So I'm healthy. I'm great. But I did comment on this. And so she actually ended up putting me on trazodone. I told her, I'm like, I've been on gabapentin, I've been on amitriptyline, both for sleep. I did not like the way the gabapentin made me feel. And because I took the two together, I just quit them both. And I've done all the Benadryls, all the melatonins, the everything. I've done everything. So she's like, let me put you on this. This is non-habit forming. It's also an anti-anxiety. Fun fact, it is the same anti-anxiety that my dog takes. Gracie takes trazodone when she needs a little hit of something to help her out. And now I'm on trazodone too. So I took a trazodone. She made a 90-day supply and I took one. And that night I slept like a rock, like an absolute rock. It was amazing. And that has been a recurring thing now that I've taken this med that is just like, I don't care if you're on this for the rest of your life. It's not going to hurt you. I'm like, what? You know, months ago, I should have gone and been like, I'm having problems, please help me. But instead, I decide to try and do everything myself when this little stupid cheap pill could solve all my problems. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for the drug-free option if possible. I like the idea of being able to cure things naturally and all that jazz. But when I need medical intervention, I take medical intervention. And this was the smart, bringing up my insomnia to my doctor on Friday was the smartest choice I could have made, because I've actually had energy for days. I've had energy. Yesterday, I did all of my planning for those 6 videos, because that's what you do batch day number 1. You write all of your outlines and do all of your stuff so you're ready to film on Tuesday. I did all of that. I finished work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and then decided I had enough energy to go and do the grocery shopping at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's usually my afternoon slump, guys. And I went and I did the grocery shopping and I came home and put everything away and then I cooked dinner. Like, I by the time I went to bed last night, I was like, what just happened? Like, what kind of Monday was that? Oh, it's a Monday after 4 or 3 solid nights of sleep. Amazing. So, all of that to say, I'm not discounting that I did the dang thing. I sure did. And today I did the dang thing, and I tell you what, I'm going to sleep like a rock tonight, too. I'm very glad I don't have to talk to anybody tomorrow, including my husband. I'm very, very excited that I just get to sit, and all I have to do tomorrow is spend literally all freaking day at the computer and edit. That's all I have to do. It's going to be not even a lazy day. I would really love to like close my rings and do all those things too. But 6 videos, that's going to take hours to edit. And I'm supposed to do it all tomorrow. So it's going to be a long day. But all that to say, I got the book. I have the book in my possession, and I started reading the bit about like the typical day in the life of a dolphin. And I agree with most of it. He says have a high protein breakfast, which is, you guys know, is one of my like fundamental nutrition philosophies, is a high protein breakfast. He suggests coffee later in the day. So what I've been actually doing, I can't give up my coffee first thing in the morning. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. Like the act of coming up here and having a soothing beverage and everything is just wonderful. So I've been putting off my second cup of coffee until after my workout and I have breakfast and I come up here to do the rest of the things. And that's been working really well for me too. And now that I think about it, I didn't have any extra caffeine after that. I'm thinking about this in real time. But he has all sorts of things. He has suggestions for like powering down and what you're actually supposed to be doing those hours before you go to bed based on your chronotype and all that jazz. Oh, and for those of you that were wondering, I made Eric take the test, and as of right now, he's a bear. So it's a great book. And I'm excited to dive in more. I just wanted to read like, what's the dolphin day in the life? What is that? And that was the night I got the book and I tried it and I still didn't actually get to sleep, I don't think. And then the next day I went to the doctor and I slept just fine. So I'm excited to dive in and see what all it has to say. I'm also excited to know, based on the test in the book, because it told you like what your results would be if you had X many answers. There's a possibility that I'm a borderline bear. So I could be a bear and mostly dolphin and kind of cross over just a little bit based on some of the other tests that they take. So we'll see. So that's my update on that. Let's see, catch up on the comments. That power of when guy sure sends a lot of emails. Oh, I know he does. I know, I'm going to unsubscribe too. Not so different from the reset your doc had suggested. Exactly. It just proved to be too late for me to go to bed. I found it harder to fall asleep, oddly enough, and I didn't really feel well rested at all in the morning. I'm bummed it didn't work. Yeah, I was kind of bummed too. I'm like, come on, I'm doing what the book says. Just let me go to sleep. So now, of course, we went to bed last night. Oh, I can't look. My thing is over there. We went to bed at like 11 last night. So like not as late as a dolphin is supposed to go to bed, but not as early as I want to go to bed. And that seems to be fine. So we'll see. Oh, time out. Speaking of book club members that are present in the present company. If I move the book club meeting to next Thursday, is there any adamant opposition to that? It gives you an extra week to read the book. People who haven't joined yet but want to join can still join. I know some people are behind. I know that there are people that don't know about it. And I know that most people are behind, actually. So if you guys are good with me switching that to next Thursday, I will. I'll be great with that. I have to run away and shower the child. She's covered in paint. I just saw that. Oh dear. I know, especially since I signed up multiple times to retake the test. I'm looking forward to reading the book, but according to TED Talks, I lean more towards dolphin. You can't take tests multiple times, Lissa. Lissa likes to take the test and answer based on different like situations, I think. Like, oh, what if I'm actually this? Let me answer questions this way. I used to be that person. You gotta answer just honestly and go with your gut and see what the first result is, and odds are that is your result. I love a healthcare provider who isn't hung up on weight. Glad you found someone you like. I love her. She even made the awkward moment of a pap smear where like she held a conversation so well. Like we talked about why she was up till 4 o'clock in the morning doing PTO stuff for her kids' school, and like just great conversation. Like her bedside manner is incredible. I love her. I love her. I love her. Which is nice. I've always had really good luck with doctors, but I really didn't want to leave my, well, actually, my one PCP retired. And then, but I had a really great like OBGYN, and all of my doctors were set at home, you know? And I was like, oh, the pain of moving is finding new doctors. I lucked out. I love her. I don't want to leave her. I love her. I found it funny when I had to give people the same prescriptions for them and their dogs when I worked in the pharmacy last year. So funny. I'm on it too. COVID anxiety. I literally was awake 24 hours a day. It's wonderful. Sleep like a baby and less anxiety at work. Yes, the bonus of trazodone is it's like it helps you sleep, but it also helps with the whole anxiety thing, and it's also a mild antidepressant, so it kind of does all the things. And I've been feeling great on it, honestly. I have. He suggested for bears too, but I didn't switch my coffee time either. So hard. I know. What are you going to do with all of your extra time? I don't know. I need to look at the book, especially since I got both dolphin and bear when I took the quiz. Online quiz is at, thank you, Marie, thepowerofwhenquiz.com. It's it looks like a sketchy website. It's fine. That's where the test is. Moving would be good. I'll be okay with anything, even though I already read the book. Moving it will be good. Okay. Sounds good. Great. We're going to move the book club meeting to next week then, which frees up another evening for me to actually like collapse once all of this is said and done. So that's awesome. First time I took it, I clicked the wrong answer and had to redo it. Thought the quiz was broken, so I retook it. Oh, no. So you know what happens? When I took the test, the quiz was short and quick, right? And then we started with Eric, and he was getting the same questions as I was. And then all of a sudden, he got a lot more questions than me. By the time my quiz was over, like he was rolling in questions still. So the quiz changes based on how you answer because it's eliminating other options. I had problems with the jet lag questions. Never traveled anywhere far enough for that to be an issue. Some of the questions could go either way. Yep. Fair enough, my friends. Whew. Oh my gosh. It feels so good. This tea, seriously, if you have a sore throat or a tired throat, it's so good. It's so stinking good. That like literally, I don't know, did you see in my face like the calm that just came over me when I drank that? I was like, oh, relaxation. Like, so good. That happened to my coworkers. They both got way longer quizzes than I did. And yes, I did force them to take it. I love it. I came downstairs and I was like, I'm going to make you take a quiz. And I made him take a quiz that night. Yeah, I'm not sorry. So, ladies and gentlemen, what else do I have to talk about? I upped my weights hardcore in Lift 4 today. I'm going to pay for it tomorrow. I am most certain, and I don't even care because it felt really, really good. I literally did what he said. You're supposed to track your weights on the weight tracker. Shout out to Lindsay for telling me that was available online and making sure I had it. And he said, you're in week 3. You should be upping your weights. Look at your tracker and lift something heavier. So you know what I did? I looked at my tracker, and whatever my weight was on last week for all of the exercises, I grabbed higher weights for the whole thing, and it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. So I did that. I am on track to actually stay in my macros today. I'm very excited. I have enough room left for, I still have to finish my protein shake. I tried today. Fairlife Core Power 42 grams of protein, chocolate protein shake, and it tastes like chocolate milk. It's so good. I'm very impressed. I'm very excited that I have a couple other ones to try. 42 grams of protein and like 200 and something calories, but 42. Amazing. So that definitely helped me get to my protein macro today, which is awesome. And I have just enough left for a Eat Me Guilt-Free flavor of the month, which is pumpkin patch, which is basically chocolate chip pumpkin spice with a little bit of pumpkin spice peanut butter on top. That's what I'm going to eat when I'm done here, and it's a perfect day. How much sugar was in it? I don't actually remember. Let's find out. Core Power Shake. It was real good, though. Real good. A variety of other flavors. It says it's got strawberry, banana, chocolate, and vanilla in the 26 grams of protein one. Protein shakes. And then in the Elite formula, they have different flavors as well. Elite is the one that is 42. Nutritional highlights, nutrition information. Here we go. Here we go. For the 14 ounce of the Elite, I'm making sure I have the right thing. I think this is accurate. The whole container is 230 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, 9 carbs, 2 fiber, 7 sugar. 7 sugar. It does have a little bit of sucralose in it, it looks like, as well as a little bit of honey. And then I believe like sugar is also naturally occurring in milk. So a little bit, but it's real good. And I've heard vanilla is amazing. It tastes like melted milkshake. That is what I'm told. So I'm excited to have found those today. That's how I feel when I drink the Serenity Now tea from David's Tea. Relaxation begins. I've been using the heater plate for my coffee while at work. Excellent. And do you love it? I love mine so very much. And it still works. I didn't, in fact, break it. I went heavier for most of my weights yesterday, and today even broke out the 10s. Excellent. I had to go down eventually. I pushed my biceps a little too hard and had to drop weight the last set, but I'm okay with that. The heaviest weight I have is 8. I need to get some 10s and 15s. Could feel it was easier on some of the back exercises today. Excellent. That's great. Yeah, go ahead and look at like Target and places like that. You never know when they're going to be in stock, so you just got to kind of keep browsing until you find something in stock and order it, you know. What else did I have to say? Oh, I proposed this on Instagram the other day, but you all are the in-depth hardcore community of mine here that show up. So I'll tell you, I am considering opening up kind of a pre-launch of coaching, if you will, whereas I'm not going to be officially like taking coaching clients or anything until I launch the actual coaching practice in 2021. But the opportunity is there for some individual one-on-one calls with me before the year is out, if enough people are interested. And I'm thinking just like a one and done thing. You sign up, you pay for your either half hour or hour, and you have that time with me to use however you want. If you want to start talking about your goals, if you want to talk about weight loss or whatever the case may be, whatever you want to help set up or just get in the right mind frame, or all of the whatever is on your mind that you want to pick my brain for, that my chest muscles hurt. That could be an option and be available to you. And I wanted Kim, it flagged your comment because you said dicks. So I got distracted. I'm like, why is Kim getting flagged? What is happening here? So I'm considering opening that up as a coaching launch thing. If you guys are interested, it would be at a slightly lower price point than what my coaching would ultimately be. And it would just be for a solid one and done or something like that. Or, I mean, if you want multiple, you can have multiple, but it's like a no commitment in terms of like, we're buying coaching for a month or something. It's nothing like that. It would just be a one-on-one call where we could talk things through and we can kind of get your heart and your mind set for 2021. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Apparently typing is hard today. It's okay. Words are hard for me today too. Oh, I'm like, it didn't flag Lindsay. That's because you're an admin. People leave stuff in our laundry room. I got a free 10-pound weight. Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. That's a hot commodity right now. My core is getting stronger. Some of the core exercises feel way easier. I love it. I love it. I love it. Randomly found a ton of weights last week at Target. Would do it for sure. Excellent. Excellent. I'm going to a town on Wednesday that has a Dick's Sporting Goods, so I'll check there. Does help confirm my theory that the magical wrench makes people immune to the filter. Yes, it does make people immune to the filter. Ashley is interested. Cool, cool. As long as there's enough people that are interested, I'm definitely like, this week is all content week, but next week and beginning of next month, I guess that is next week. Holy cow. Next week is November, you guys. Next week is November. Good riddance to 2020. Or test or trial. Excellent. Yeah, it would just be, so it's not going to be like, it'll be what you guys want to make of it. If somebody wants to talk weight loss plan and macros and diet tips and whatever, if someone wants to plan out their goals, if someone just wants to sit and talk to me for an hour or half an hour, all of those things will be offered. It's just basically you reserve a time with me and you get to use that time however it is you want to use it. And then, so it could be like a prerequisite if you plan on signing up with me for coaching in 2021, it could be the jump start for that or not, whatever you guys want. But I think it could be a fun thing for us to do to kind of get the ball rolling, get the feelers out there and try things out, see what'll happen, you know? Time change on Sunday. Yes. And now that I have something that helps me sleep, I'm looking forward to it because an extra hour of sleep's not all that bad. That'll be lovely. So I think those were all my things. Up my weights on lift 4, doing okay with my macros. I upped to 1,800 calories. Did I tell you guys that? And at first I was getting alarmed because I'm upped to 1,800 calories, but on Saturday I ate like 2,200 calories because it was frozen pizza night and we got sent PR from Bonza. So we had their new Bonza pizza. Real good. It's actually very, very good, just so you know. And then my weight went up because I'm still tracking my weight, you know? And so my weight went up, but then today it's back down. So I'm like, oh, okay, 1,800 is still working for me. We're good. So soon we're going to bump up to 1,900 and see how that goes. Time change Friday after Friday the 13th and a full moon and COVID craziness. Time change with Halloween and a full moon, reset to factory settings. Wouldn't that be great if we woke up on November 1st and everything was just, nothing's going to calm down until November 3rd anyway, let's be honest. But still. 2 more weeks and all of this crazy will be over. The election will be done. Political ads go away. And COVID just is COVID. We're stuck with COVID until summer. So until there's a vaccine, which I don't anticipate happening until summertime. So that just is what it is. But, you know, you do what you can. Are you going to coach for all of the things for each of your clients, or if you choose a specific category? No, if you guys want coaching for all of the things, you can have coaching for all of the things. I haven't decided exactly how that's going to look in 2021, but if you reserve an hour for me this year and you're like, I need to talk to you about faith, and I need to talk to you about my macros, and I also need to talk to you just to talk to you for 20 minutes, you can do that. It's fine. Whatever you want to do. If you want to talk about planners, if you want to ask my advice, if you want to talk about, I don't even know, what's something completely random. Like, it's entirely up to you. And the same thing will happen because I know there are people who want like life coaching, but also part of that life coaching is going to be nutrition coaching. And it's like the whole, I believe in the whole. Like, we as a whole need to be like, not complete, I don't know, I don't know what I'm saying, I can't words today, but like, if you come to me specifically for nutrition accountability, that's fine. But I really believe in the client as the whole human. We need to make sure you're mentally where you need to be. Are you addressing self-care? Are you addressing sleep? Are you in fact tracking and doing the right thing nutritionally? I think it's all compacted into that like that thing. You are the complete human, and I want to help the complete human. You know, it's great if I can help you lose 10 pounds, but it doesn't mean anything if up here it's just gonna mess it up once we're done, you know? So, and I like having the heart to hearts, y'all. I do. So I think it's safe to say, like, whatever we want. It's not like I'm going to be like, oh, you need to buy 2 complete coaching packages if you want to do nutrition coaching and life coaching. I don't think I'm going to run it like that. I just figured out what I want to talk to you about. Fantastic. Sodium. You want to talk about sodium. What about it? I don't know a whole lot about sodium yet. I'm currently working on a chapter that I think sodium is involved in. But I personally, like, I notice sometimes when I have increased sodium, sometimes you weigh a little bit more. Sometimes you retain a little bit more water. Sometimes you're a little bit more bloaty. So is being aware of sodium a good idea? Yes. Do I get deterred from things like frozen meals or prepackaged foods because of their sodium intake? No. Like, there might be a day where, like, oh, this frozen meal, which I hardly eat anymore, but like, this frozen meal has a crap ton of sodium in it. But I don't add sodium to any of my food normally. I do not add salt to my food. It is a very, very rare occasion. Very rare occasion. So for me, if I find something that's high in sodium, or if we got, like, the prime example is Chinese food, right? You go out for Chinese food, you're basically guaranteed to gain 3 pounds the next day because of all the sodium that's in it. As long as your sodium need to wake up because of the pizza. Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's possible. I understand. I'm there, Rosie. It's possible. But again, that's the whole prepackaged food thing. Like, I don't add sodium to my food. So it's possible that, like, those, because we took out almost 2 pizzas between the 2 of us. And so it was a lot of calories. It was a lot of carbs. Carbs equals water weight gain as well. What I want to talk about is how you modified. Okay, cool. Lisa Frank coaching. Yes. I'm tracking with WW My Fitness, and I track bites since I'm too low on calories. Are you tracking on My Fitness Pal and I track bites? You only need one of those things. Like, Barb, are you using the Weight Watchers app and My Fitness Pal and I track bites? Because that's 2 apps too many. Maybe 1 app too many, but mostly 2 apps too many. Lisa Franco, my Hot Mess Express needs all the things. Fair enough. I'm here for your Hot Mess Express, Ashley. Have you done a video on self-care? I'd be interested in seeing your thoughts on that. I haven't done a video on self-care specifically. I mentioned self-care in a video that I filmed today, but it was just one of many tips within the tips video. But self-care is important. What do you guys, what would you like to know about self-care? Because I'm here for it. I want to give you what you want. See, I'm busting out my pen, busting out my paper for you guys to tell me what you're looking for. Like, are you looking for something specific about self-care? What do I consider to be self-care? Because I believe self-care is a multitude of things. There's the fun, primpy, happy, girly self-care, like face masks and nail polish. That's self-care to me. Taking the time to take the long shower, you know what I mean? The long shower where you shampoo, you deep condition, you exfoliate all the things, you shave all the things, and it takes you a half an hour until you get out of the shower. You got a mask on while you're doing it. Like, you're busting out your best shower karaoke, like that long shower. That's self-care. But also the fact that I went to my doctor is self-care, and got my blood drawn and got my girly tests done and all that. It's all self-care. It's not fun self-care, but like, you need to keep track of this so you can keep track of your health. I believe in all the self-care, all the things. You want to know the different categories of self-care. All right. All right. I'm interested, shoot, where did the comment go? I'm interested in learning the shakes you drink, the Fab Four smoothie, how you do it, nutrition in general. You may have to pull me off the ceiling if the election goes badly. I'm with you. We will survive. We can do it. I know it's going to be hard, but we can do it. And it's going to be our attitude going forward and how we control as much as we can in our own lives. The Fab Four Smoothies are, like, did you want that now or did you want to reserve that for a coaching call? I'm here to talk about all the things. The Fab Four Smoothies are fat, fiber, protein, and greens, right? The way I normally do it, if I'm cheating or treating myself, I'm using a Daily Harvest smoothie because I freaking love the Daily Harvest smoothies. They just make it so easy to make a Fab Four smoothie because it's halfway done for you. And they're so stinking good. I do have a discount code if you guys want that for coaching. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Fab Four Smoothies are game changers. Ashley can attest to that because she's killing it and she's doing her Fab Four Smoothies. And I will reserve all of your other stuff for coaching. We will talk about all the things, Susan. We will talk about all the things. I have product recommendations, but you don't need to use the products because you can build it out of pretty much anything. We got it. We got it. I want to talk lift 4 and how you modified. How I modified lift 4. What did I do today? Today was back and biceps. Today, back and biceps circuit day, I did not modify. I do not have to modify back and biceps day, thankfully. I did show you a little bit of how I modified the triple bears in my disability and fitness video. I did take a clip of how I modify triple bears. Push-ups I do against the wall. What else? I do not do the jumping squats. I do, and I can't, you guys, I cannot even stand on my toes. I don't have the calf strength to do that anymore. So they have these moves called like squat jumps where you're supposed to squat and then you jump and you turn and then you squat and you jump and you turn. That's the intense move. The modifier is squatting and then going up on your toes. And I can't even do that. So I squat and then I point one toe. And then I squat and I do the other one. And so I'm still engaging the calf muscles, but I don't have the strength to push up on both feet at the same time. Baby steps. You got it. So I'm executing the move as required. I just had to lighten the load even a little bit further. My best, what's it called? My best modification for backstepping lunges finally on like circuit day or weight day when we're doing backstepping lunges, not on cardio day. I actually go, because I'm in the basement, I'll go and I'll put one foot up on the stair and I will actually just do like push up and come back down. Slow and controlled staircase movement because that activates the same muscles, but I don't have to worry about failing epically at backstepping lunges because I'm terrible at lunges. My biggest modifiers, which sometimes I honestly don't do them, is the tricep stuff. I do kickbacks. I don't know that I do them great because I don't even know if I'm actually activating the back of my arm. There was one move in 10 rounds that I've actually carried over into tricep workouts, and it involved the band, and I can't do it because I don't have the other band helping me. But like, you hold the band, right? And you, and like, I can't even do it. It was a very interesting move that he did. It's like the burnout. And I was like, I can't even do it because I can't move the right muscles, but it worked really, really well. It's good. It's good. Modifying is always a good thing. No matter what happens with this election next week, my household is going to be a disaster because my dad and sister are both at extremes. Wait, so your dad's the one side and your sister's the other side? Is that what's happening in your house? Yes. Okay, Barb, you don't need all 3 apps. I don't know how to get calories on iTrack Bites. You go to weight loss plan and you hit calorie command. Unless you are using, okay, so I need all the details. If you're using the Weight Watchers app, then you only need one secondary calorie tracker if you are using Weight Watchers. If you are using the Weight Watchers app to follow a Weight Watchers plan, you don't need to follow a Weight Watchers plan on iTrack Bites, which means you can use Calorie Command, and that's your calorie tracker. And then if you have the Pro paid version of iTrack Bites, you can also turn on secondary metric and do macros if you want to see calories and macros like my screen is. If you are done with Weight Watchers and you want to do a Weight Watchers plan, you can do that on iTrack Bites and use your secondary metric to track calories at the same time. You do not need both MyFitnessPal and iTrack Bites. So if you're filling all of those in, you're doing too much work. MyFitnessPal won't allow you to track under 1,000 calories and finish your day. Excellent. I mean, I know for you, sometimes, like, you're eating more than 1,000 calories now, aren't you, Christina? I thought you were. Generally, you're not supposed to eat under 1,000 calories. Note to self, watch on the computer so you don't have to deal with magnification and dictation typos. It's okay, Rosie. Remember, we're both having a hard time with words today. I didn't know how to get calories on iTrack Bites. The thing I see most often in self-care is face masks and skincare, which of course counts, but I'm looking for something more all-encompassing. So you're looking for like the in-depth self-care. What is self-care? Where does that thought come from? How do you, examples, and then how I do it. All right. My pen's running out of ink. Come on now. Examples and how I do it. Yeah, and one could argue that half of my day is self-care for myself. One thing that I heard on an Instagram account I like to follow called A Prioritized Marriage today is, what is your love language? And an excellent way to do self-care for yourself is to do your love language to yourself. So for example, her love language is acts of service. So as her self-care, she turned on music and deep cleaned her house as an act of service to herself as self-care. Or she makes the bed every morning as an act of service to herself as self-care. And I was like, that's really, really interesting and a way that I'm going to try and think of it moving forward, you know? Like what are my love languages and what am I doing to do those things to myself today? Something worth thinking about. No worries, we've got you. I love it. Are you still intermittent fasting? Sort of, kind of. I don't usually eat breakfast until after 10 o'clock. Unless I'm hungry, then I'll eat breakfast before 10 o'clock. And I don't stop at, well, I try to stop eating at 7:30 most days. Today is, of course, the exception because I go downstairs and have my dessert afterwards because I don't want to stuff my face for the sake of intermittent fasting. So I save my dessert for after my live stream. But I go without fail at least 12 hours, at least. Most days I do 14. Yes. Intuitive eating. Intuitive eating is not something I will ever be good at. At least not so. Maybe with this whole reverse diet thing and learning how to eat in maintenance mode and all that, maybe one day I will become an intuitive eater. Like, that's the dream. Be eating in a way that where you know how to, you eat what you want, you eat until you're full, and you don't have the need to overdo it, and you can maintain your weight. That's literally intuitive eating. You're intuitively feeding your body. When you're hungry, you eat. When you're full, you stop. Somewhere, all of us unlearned this skill. Children do it. Alice can go for days barely touching food, and then she will have a day where she's ravenous and eats everything. Like, because her body knows. She knows how to listen to her body, and if she's just not hungry, she's just not going to eat it. You know? We somehow lost the ability to do that, those of us with problems eating. But that's what intuitive eating is, but I will keep that in mind. Today was day 36 of a Fab Four smoothie. Excellent. I'm vegetarian, so keep that in mind if protein powder is involved. I only do plant-based everything. That's really helpful to know, Susan, actually, because now when you sign up for a call, I can prepare for that. Awesome. No clue what that is. I want all the details. Looking forward to it. Where did it go? The one move I struggle with most are catcher's jumps. Polar opposites when they come to politics. That's interesting. And they haven't killed each other. Excuse me. That's interesting. Those catcher swats are a killer. I do the modifier, but I barely do it. Yeah, I don't go on my hands. I can't go on my hands. So I literally squat. I kick out my arms and one leg, and then I come back into the squat. And then if we're pushing up, I'll push up. If not, I'll do the other leg. So I'm kind of dancing a little bit. Check out No Food Rules. Yeah, Colleen. I follow Colleen. I do. Just starting Weight Watchers 2 weeks. Excellent. I generally eat 12 to 1400, but I haven't really. Okay. As long as you're, I thought you were over the hump of 1,000. I wanted to make sure that was still the case. I have to drop down to my knees between being in plank and the squat. I'm focusing more on weight of food versus calories. That's interesting. It's working for you, so great. Thinking of going to Blue. Barb, what plan are you on right now? And I have no opinion. There's no wrong plan. I'm not even on Weight Watchers. So years ago, the MFP hashtag on IG was mostly people posting screenshots of their 500 calorie and under days. Oh, disgusting. Come on, people. I just do the modifier really slow. It keeps my heart rate up. That's great. Do what you can. That's all you got to do, guys, is do what you can. I should do that for myself. Sometimes I jog in place. Sarah, what is your love language? Acts of service. Okay. I'm physical touch, so I need to go get a massage, right? I mean, yes and no, because you also, like, in daily acts of physical touch, like, there's got to be, oh, and I can't look. If you go to a Prioritized Marriage's Instagram, a Prioritized Marriage, she shared in her stories an example of a list of things that you could do daily for each love language. Yeah, but we still got to take care of ourselves. So for physical touch, that, like, maybe a nice lotion, or like taking the time to, like, what are good feeling things? Hot showers, maybe. I don't know if you like hot showers. Maybe hot showers ain't your thing, but like something like that, a hot shower or a lotion that feels good, or slipping into the clean sheets fresh out of the dryer. What else? I'm open to suggestions here. I didn't even think about the physical touch one. Because mine, last time I took the love languages quiz, I tied evenly for 3, which was acts of service, words of affirmation, and gifts. Which is interesting because at the time my husband traveled for work, so quality time and physical touch were low on my list, which is great because I didn't get any most of the time during the week anyway. So I don't know if I automatically reverted to what would work for me. And like, I answered honestly, but like deep down in the bottom of my heart, like maybe I ended up craving the things I knew I had a chance of getting. I don't know. But that last time I took the test, that's what mine were. I'm still definitely an active service girl. If my husband wants to make me feel like $1 million, he does some of the chores for me. Like, I'm without a doubt active service or gift giving and words of affirmation. Tell me I'm pretty. Tell me I'm doing a good job. Tell me you appreciate me. Those are my love languages for sure. And there are great options for doing all of those things. Now I'm totally blanking, even though I just said the thing. Words of affirmation, it might be the hardest one, but that's where you can like journal and meditate and things like that. Acts of service, like I said, cleaning the house is an act of service to yourself. Doing things in the present so you don't have to do them later. One simple act of service, both for me and my husband, is I turn on the coffee maker. I set up the coffee maker every night because there's nothing worse than waking up in the morning and not having the coffee be ready. So it's just a little thing, but it feels so good when you wake up in the morning and the coffee's just there. And like, oh, I'm so glad I took those 30 seconds to do that last night so I could, so I could reap the benefits of that little act of self-care this morning. taking the time to paint your nails. Skincare, as Lindsay suggested, skincare is a big one. I have a very, very pricey line of skincare right now, and it's the thing that's also on like my birthday list to complete my collection. I love using it. It makes me happy. I spend the time to do the double cleanse on my face and use all the products and use the mask 3 days a week. And my skin is starting to show results because of that. But it's an act of self-care, and I make sure that I do it earlier in the evening so when bedtime rolls around, I'm not too tired to do the skincare routine. Like when I'm done here, the first thing I'm gonna do is change my clothes, wash my face, and do my skincare before I do dessert and settle down for the evening, you know? Positive self-talk. Yes, these are all great, great suggestions. Bath massage stick, a massage stick. Ooh, a massage mat. That's a good idea. Or like a little thing that you can put in the massage chair. Yes. A prioritized marriage is the Instagram account. And it's a great little place to be. She's got a blog. She talks about all the things, shares all the things. It's really awesome. Hot showers with Ritual products, absolute heaven. Massage body lotion afterwards. If you've never tried Ritual products, buy yourself some. I have never tried Ritual products. One thing I love, it's on another thing that's on like my birthday and Christmas list, is once you find like a scent that you love, it's great to indulge in that scent and treat yourself to that scent. I love this smell from Lush Cosmetics called Sleepy. It is lavender and tonka and ylang ylang, I think that's how you say it. And it is just the most heavenly bedtime scent I've ever smelled. And I finally finished up my one lotion that I think I got for Christmas last year, or I bought it post-Christmas last year or something. I just finished it because I rationed it so slowly because I didn't want to run out. And things that I'm learning about myself is like, okay, so if you have this one lotion that you really love, why don't you just make that your nighttime lotion, and when you run out, just buy another one and treat yourself every night before you put your pajamas on and put the lotion on. So I asked for like the lotion, the shower gel, and the body spray, because to me, an act of self-care is something, especially in the winter, something I want to do is take nighttime showers. Just not to like do the hair and everything, but just to wash off the day, wash my face, and then if I could use my favorite smell, my favorite evening smell as a shower gel and a lotion, and then spray a couple sprays of the body splash on me or on my pillow. Like, such a simple little thing and so very powerful, because you feel truly like you treated yourself and you just like can go to bed so happy and satisfied, you know? And it's not a big thing. It's not a big thing. Ritual products. Weighted blanket is a great idea. I love my weighted blanket. I love my weighted blanket, so much so that when we're down in Florida for Christmas, I might have to buy a weighted blanket for down there. I feel naked without the heavy weight of blankets on me. And my husband hates my weighted blanket. He hates it. Because it doesn't like span the whole bed. It locks me into my own little 20-pound cocoon. I love it. I love the feeling. It just gives me so much comfort. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So that's a really good suggestion. A weighted blanket, absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. What else? This is a good topic. Self-care is a very, very good topic. Yeah, weighted blankets are awesome. Heated blanket, yes. Guys, did I tell you guys this? I had to bust out my foot warmer, my electric foot warmer. It is October. I've had it on my bed for like probably a week. It's October. And I busted out the stupid foot warmer, and I'm sleeping in flannel pajamas with all my blankets on me. But that foot warmer, you guys, it is just the most, so here's like my bedtime self-care, right? When you get ready for bed, when you're going to go brush your teeth, I turn on the foot warmer, right? So by the time I get there, brush my teeth, all the skincare is on, put on some good smelling lotion on my hands or whatever, and I climb into bed and I can slip my cold little CMT slipper sock covered feet into a toasty warm foot warmer. It is so good. Oh, heated throw for cold feet in the winter. I've been using my electric blanket like a crazy person too. Added bonus, the dog likes the electric blanket, so she'll lay on my lap when I'm using that. Heated throw for cold feet. Whoever said that about self-care made me think. You could come at your self-care video from a faith perspective. Interesting. Interesting. Faith and self-care. Yeah, it's a, and the faith and the self-care, like she brought up an excellent point, but I also, like, self-care is, I am firmly of the belief, that you cannot do your best work for the kingdom of God if you are not treating yourself well. I'm not saying treating yourself like a little diva princess person, but if you are managing your finances just fine, if you are making sure that you are eating healthfully so your body, the gift that God gave you, is running at an optimal level, that's how you, like, there's no problem, I don't think, in making sure that you can treat yourself. Maybe using the word indulgences is the right word because overindulging is supposedly a sin. But like treating yourself, it's okay to do that, you know? Because I believe, as somebody who knows that for me, if I am not taking care of myself, I am useless for the glory of God's kingdom because I can barely get out of bed. How does me not taking care of myself glorify God? How does me not taking care of this vessel that he gifted me with glorify God? It doesn't, you know? So I firmly believe that, like, be generous with your money, give to others, but also take care of yourself. Take good care of yourself. Because it's not hurting anybody. It's not hurting anybody, you know? And the truth is, it could be helping people. It could be helping people as long as you're taking care of yourself. Guys, I want to take my best care of myself, because if I feel like I'm doing things right and figuring out the answers to how to do the things, I can better coach you. You know, you don't want me to coach you if I don't feel like I have my act together, right? If I don't have the confidence in myself to be able to lead. And something as simple as, sorry, I gotta turn this off. I don't like to let it run when it's no longer heating a beverage. That's just never in any church that I've been to, and I have been to a church that is unafraid to tell you the truth, have they said, don't go and treat yourself to a little something. You know, they haven't said it is sinful to do that. No. Again, overindulgence is not ideal. Overindulgence is never ideal. But a treat is different than overindulging, in my opinion. In my not having gone to seminary or thoroughly studied the Bible opinion. Self-care thing I do is take time a few days a week to get fully makeup and hair, even if I'm not doing anything. Being a stay-at-home most days, I feel like, what's the point? But when I actually do it, I feel so good about myself. I can rock the whole day because I got my bead on. Yes. That's one of the things that I want to work on, is actually focusing a little bit more, putting in a little bit more effort into my physical appearance. I've said that before, but like even the simple act of putting on real clothes and like maybe filling in my eyebrows and putting a nice lip gloss on, even if I do nothing else, I put in a little bit of effort. And I tell you what, I'm on Instagram stories all the time. It feels a lot better when I look at it and go, oh, hey, you. Even when I look in the mirror, or even my husband goes, oh, look at you all pretty, you know? Yeah. So I'm with you on that, Ashley. That is an act of self-care that I need to adapt further. I do. Does Gracie recognize the heated blanket? Yes. She recognizes the heated blanket. She knows which one is the blanket that will make her warm. But words of affirmation, quality time, and receiving gifts. New idea, faith and weight loss. Combine all of your faith, knowledge, beliefs, and how you apply it to weight loss. Girl, there's a whole book written on that called Made to Crave by Lisa Turkhurst. But that, I mean, that again, in a nutshell, and I could dive into that further. I'd have to put a lot more thought into an entire video for that. But again, like the whole concept for me of this is God's gift to me. This is the ultimate, other than Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesus Christ is the ultimate gift to me, but like he gave me this life. He breathed this life into me. The most reverent thing I can do for him is to take care of this, you know? Like, if you give a gift to somebody, don't you want to know it's being well taken care of? And he literally gave you this life. You're meant to enjoy it. You're meant to take care of it. Like, do that. And like, when I think about that, exactly, glorify God with your body. Like, when I think about that, I remember I'm like, oh, is this, like, it doesn't always work. Sometimes the cookie wins, but we're human, right? We all make mistakes. But like, truly, if I stop and think about it and like having a struggle of a day, and I stop and go, what would be best for this gift? Like, what would take care of this and nourish this? Usually I can make the better choice. Simply putting it from that perspective of like, this is not mine. This is not mine. This belongs to God. And because of that, it is on me to take good care of it. And what do you do with things that you want to take good care of, with gifts that you've gotten or things you want to take good care of? Let's use little Princess Gracie as an example. Gracie is my little thing that I get to take care of. You could call her a gift because I made my husband buy her for me. You better believe I am the mama that makes sure she takes all of her heartworm medications and her flea and tick medications. And if her tummy is a little bit grumbly and unsettled, you better believe I have a probiotic that I mix into some canned pumpkin or peanut butter for her. And I bathe her every 2 weeks and I comb her hair. I need to get better about brushing her teeth. I indulge her neuroses of having to rub on our feet and do. And my husband just last night is like, you know, you're the reason that she does that. I'm like, I have no problem giving in to my dog's neuroses if they're not harmful to her or me. Like, all she wants is for you to stick out her foot so she can rub against it. I'm gonna do it, right? I take care of this thing that I have because I love it and I want to take care of her, you know? It's the same. A little spoiling's okay. Buying the nice thing. God's not going to go, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to let you into heaven because you bought the fancy lotion. You know? I'm back to work again from home. I put moisturizer, foundation, mascara, and lip gloss, and I'm putting mousse in my curly, messy hair. One of the most important faith-based self-care aspects is to take care of your body. Your body is a divine temple, and that includes nutrition. Isn't there scripture about your cup runneth over? How can your cup run over if you don't fill it? It's a good point. That is a good point. I know, but I don't think there are very many videos. Made to Crave is good. You can tell what days I'm really feeling myself when I'm all done up. Was that today? Because I looked and I was like, oh, look, she's got lip gloss on. Looking all cute. I know you've talked about it now and in the past, but if you want to elaborate, it might be an interesting video. Yep. Yeah, but what does it mean to take up your cross? It doesn't mean completely let go of all the things. I mean, if it was deny yourself, we'd all be living in little ramshackle huts, right? Right? Is one of the primary self-care verses. Of course, I don't actually have. I love me some Corinthians. Even Jesus took time to rest. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? And eat and do all of those things. He got his feet washed in the fancy oil, the fancy perfumed oil, right? And he did not condemn her for that. Other people tried to condemn her for that, but he did not condemn her for that. Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own. You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your bodies. Yes. Yes. And that means, oh, you put it in there. Yes, I'm here for that. Yeah. So deny himself and take up your cross daily and follow me. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? Do you take time to work on yourself? Do you own nice things at all? Like, do you have a prized possession? You know? Because if yes, the way I think you're trying to get a rise out of us is that we shouldn't have those things. But do you have those things? Are you watching me on a computer or on a phone? Like, that one could argue that that is an extravagant thing as well, you know? So it depends, you know? Differences between self-care and self-indulgence. Action, yes. This is crazy. I'm back to work and wear a mask 8 hours a day, but I have full makeup on, even lipstick. Nobody can see it, but it makes me feel better. I love that. Good for you. I can't do that because I would break out so bad. So I have to actually be very aware. I've worn a mask with makeup on a couple of times, but if I know, like, if I'm grocery shopping and all that jazz, I will have to remember, don't put makeup on. Like, maybe I'll start doing just this. If I'm going out for the day or something, I'll just put on some eyeshadow and do my eyebrows, you know? Yeah, just do it from the nose up. And I'll look great to everybody's like, wow, girl's really got herself together. And then I take my mask off. Uneven skin tone, uncovered breakouts, dry cracked lips. Can you imagine? I wonder how many people have done that. But I did get really annoyed with myself that you mentioned putting the lipstick on. I slathered on some lip gloss the other day and then proceeded to put a mask on and then got real mad when I took the mask off. And like, of course, the lip gloss was all over the mask. I was like, what was I thinking? Why did I think this was a good idea? I don't know. When I take my mask off, I have makeup on. It's gross. I know. I need to get better about washing my mask. But like, that's the key thing that will make me wash my mask, is if I accidentally wear makeup and put the mask on, I'm like, well, shoot, I can't wear it again now until I wash it. I wear a mask because I'm not wearing lipstick. It is kind of nice to, I'm not gonna lie, to like wear your mask to the grocery store and then you can't be seen muttering to yourself. I talk to myself when I'm in the grocery store all the time. All the time. And now nobody can see me talking to myself. You know? One benefit. I've never been into makeup or even really learned how to use it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody has to feel obligated to wear makeup. I love makeup. I think it makes me feel pretty, and I like shimmery things on my eyes. I like glitter. I like feeling pretty, but I also have invested in this high-end skincare because my ultimate dream is to be able to not feel like I have to wear makeup. I am acne prone at almost 34 years old of age. Oh, wow. 34 years of age. And I've got breakouts that are happening all around here. I randomly break out here. Right now it's purging because of the new skincare, but my ultimate dream is to be one of those people that, like, yeah, I could wear makeup and I could look real cute doing it, but I don't feel like I have to wear makeup. And I feel confident in my skin thanks to the skincare that I've been using, you know? And then the confidence, this could all just spiral back into the whole self-care and it's okay to do self-care and everything. The skincare gives my skin the look that I need to feel confident, and the confidence allows me to go out, go forth boldly, and do what I need to do, you know? If you live near your hometown, people can't recognize you. Another perk. It's true. I don't have that problem because nobody here. That's not true. At the apple orchard, somebody on the YouTubes or on Instagram, somebody I don't know, who has failed to reveal themselves. I really hope that this person, if you see this and it's you, if you ran into me in the apple orchard, message me, because it's weird in COVID when you like run into people who are like, hey, are you Diva and the Divine, blah, blah, blah. And my husband's like, well, you should like take in a picture or whatever. I'm like, yeah, but she was with her kids and also COVID. And like, it's weird right now to run into fans, so to speak, you know, followers. And, but somebody managed to recognize me behind a mask. What? I was very impressed. No, everybody, I talk to myself all the time. I'm famous. I'm not that famous though, but this has happened multiple times. People have recognized me. I got recognized once in a restaurant. I got recognized once on the streets of Chicago. That was the most mind-boggling one. I got recognized in the Mall of America, and I got recognized at the Apple Orchard a couple weeks ago. It's weird. It's weird when that happens. I love that benefit of wearing a mask makes it easier to deny that I said anything when people get mad at me for singing about how wearing a mask on your chin is useless. But when you pull your mask down, you look silly. I wear disposable masks. Oh, okay. It's a different style that does not touch my lips at all. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Is oregano still here? What kind? I'm a heavy breather and ended up sucking my mask in. I've done that multiple times. If I take a, I don't know why I would do that. Took a deep breath. Probably my raising eyebrows. It's hilarious that you say that because I have never been into my eyebrows. My sister, I don't even remember when, but my sister is the one who like made me fill in my eyebrows and was like, you need to start doing something with your eyebrows because my eyebrows are pretty sparse when they're not filled in. So if you look at me on like Instagram on the day-to-day, my eyebrows don't look nearly as full as they do on filming days or live stream days because I fill in my eyebrows. I just never realized how much of a thing they were, and now I notice them immediately. Like when I fill in my eyebrows, I'm like, man, it's a different face. And at first, like, it's so scary. I'm like, these are so dark. These are so bold, but they're supposed to be. My hair is dark. My hair is bold, you know? So thank you. But it's funny because I didn't care about my eyebrows until the last 5 years, maybe. Maybe longer than that. I don't know. But it was not on my radar as long as all the other makeup was. Like, these were secondary. And now I love a good eyebrow wax. I'm even thinking about treating myself. I see my facialist for the last time for the year before holiday travels, a couple days after my birthday. And she does henna brows. And so she does my eyebrows really well. She waxes them every time I see her, and they always look so good, which makes it real easy for me to fill in. But she'll actually do like, it's not a brow tinting of the hair, but it's actually a tinting of the skin. So they will always look filled in for like 4 or 5 weeks, which I'm like, well, that might be a great thing for me to do with all of the travel and this and that. Could be fun. Could be fun. So I might treat myself to henna brows. So if I end up showing up with some real dark eyebrows soon, you'll know why. Thank you. My eyes were always my favorite asset of mine until this one started causing me problems. I got my ulcer. I got my, my cloud. I was blind in this eye for a long, I'm still blind in this eye, but I was a different kind of blind in this eye. And then I got the transplant, and now it's just high maintenance. So I'm like, my eyes are no longer my favorite thing, but I really do like my eyes. So thank you guys. And my shoulders. Oh, I'm feeling it, y'all. Feeling it. Yeah. Any other last minute things that we want to talk about? This is a good chat. You all just know how to get me talking away. I just started filling mine. Oh, where is my eyebrow pencil? It's funny that you asked that because it is in a favorites video that is coming at the end of this month. Let me see if I can find. Oh, my legs hurt too, guys. Here. Here. Okay. These are my eyebrow products. So my first like true eyebrow love, I love Benefit products so much. I use the shade 4.5 in Goof Proof. One end is the pencil, the thing, and the other is the little spoolie so you can blend, right? This is a $24 pencil. Not the worst thing in the world. It literally lasts forever. This is the one that ended up in my favorites video. This is by Winky Lux. You can buy this at Target for $16. And it is the same idea. It is the universal eye pencil. There's no shade because it's universal. Unibrow, it's called. And what it is it has, let's see if I can show this to you, the darkness is based on how hard you press. So it's kind of a shade that can, if you go light, it can work for blondes or grays, and it can go real dark and work for me too. So this is what is in my favorites video, and it's the same idea. The other end is the spoolie. This is $16 instead of $24, so it's a little bit cheaper, and you can buy it at Target. So this is what I use. Completely random, unrelated question. Would you rather have a slice of cake that looks exactly like pizza or have a slice of pizza that looks exactly like cake? I would rather have a slice of cake that looks exactly like pizza. Because I feel like pizza that looks like cake would really confuse my taste buds. And there's something about, like, if I'm, like, cake is a thing that is meant, like, you make cakes that look like other things, right? Like, cakes that look like sushi or this or hamburgers or whatever, like that's a thing. So it would not be shocking or weird to bite into a piece of cake that looked like pizza. But if you're gonna hand me pizza and it looks like cake, I'm going to either be disappointed, even though I love pizza, I'm gonna be real disappointed that it wasn't cake. Yes, I'm mixing up all of my things now. So if it was pizza that looked like cake, I'd be really sad it wasn't cake. And also, I would be very angry that the delicious saucy cheesiness is also not delicious sugary buttercreaminess. Like, it just, no, without question, cake that looks like pizza. Oh, that seems to be the, it seems to be the consensus. I love it. Henna brows, do you mean microblading? No, I don't mean microblading, because that's like tattooing almost, isn't it? It's not quite as intense. The henna is just, it's just a dye. You know, like the henna that the Indians can get on their hands, like with all that celebratory, like super intricate and detailed and beautiful artwork that they get on their hands. It's that kind of stuff. But they use it on their eyebrows, and she picks the dye that matches your hair color, so it ends up dyeing the skin underneath your hair in the right shape, but it is more temporary. I have wanted to do microblading, but I think henna is a good gateway to microblading, because if I really, like, my biggest fear is that I'm going to regret having dark eyebrows. But I fill in my eyebrows to be dark anyway. Good night, Danielle. Thank you for coming. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm dying to do that. Excellent result. Had friends do it. And we're talking looks exactly like the real deal. No, I know. Yeah, no, my answer remains the same even if it's identical. Susan's like a henna tattoo before your eyebrows. I've had my brows microbladed several times. It's fantastic. The downside, it fades to kind of a strange color, so you have to keep up with it every year. Now, but does it last for an entire year? Because this is only going to last for like 4 to 6 weeks, which will get me through the holiday season, you know? Like, it's not going to be long term, but it's going to be more than this, you know? So, I don't know. I'm excited to try it. I will do henna first, and then maybe in 2021, because 2021 is going to, once the world comes back. So second half of 2021 is going to be maybe more adventurous in terms of treatments and whatnot. I will say, I'm trying to decide. I have a hair appointment with my hair girl the day before Thanksgiving in Illinois, which is great because, like, where's my blonde? My blonde starts here, right? And it started up at the roots. Like, it's a balayage, so it's meant to, like, fade in, but, like, you can't see it, I don't think, but, like, my gray streak that happens here, just call me Maxwell Sheffield. Does anybody get that reference? Anybody at all? But my gray streak is something fierce, and just today I texted her because I'm like, I see you in 4 weeks, and I am so stinking excited. But I'm like, do I want to, like, my hair is long. And so part of me is like, I want her to just, like, chop most of it off. Like, not so much that I can't put my hair back, but I'm like, do I want to walk in there and be like, because we're doing the whole thing. It's going to be an expensive trip, but it's the one time this year that I'm going to see her. So we're doing all of the dyeing and all of the things. And I'm like, do I want to walk in and be like, okay, do kind of what you did last time, but make it extra special and like do something a little bit bolder or do something a little bit different? Or like, I'm already getting that itch to just try something a little bit new, you know? So like the eyebrows is like also thinking like, so what if they're a little bit dark? Maybe it's the look I didn't know I was actually going to go for, you know? I'm already getting that. Do any of you get that? Where like, I just need to change, like not crazy drastic, but I'm going to walk in and be like, do something that's me, but also a little bit fancier, a little bit sassier, a little bit something, you know? I don't know, getting that urge. Does anybody else get that urge? The odd color starts happening in about a year, so the good color lasts about 10 months. Oh, that's not bad at all, actually. So the problem with microblading, you still have to like wax and maintain your shape though, right? It doesn't like get rid of all the other hair. Like that's the dream. I would love to have my brows shaped and then just guarantee that the rest of the hair is never going to come back. I would love that. 1 month from tomorrow, I'm getting married. Yay! That's so exciting. I'm so excited for you. My friends do it every 6 weeks, the microblading. If your eyebrows are thinning, it makes them look fuller. Okay. I just remember it may have to last you a really long time. Yes, I get wanting to change. I haven't done anything with my hair in 2 years, and I'm kind of tempted to do something new. I mean, I impulsively shave my head. Yeah, I won't impulsively shave my head. My impulsively short haircut might be to like here. Like, that's my impulsively short haircut. I like hair. I really do. But yeah, there's just something about it. Anyway, my friends, I'm going to let you guys go. It is 8:30. Now, tonight, they might be finishing up, but the iCheck Bites meeting actually started at 7:30. When I found out about that, I messaged Jordan and was like, dude, do y'all know that I'm streaming at 7:30 too? He's like, yeah, we know. We are all at the iCheck Bites. Like, iCheck Bites is aware that they made that choice, even though one of their ambassadors is live streaming. But they decided to do it anyway. So I don't think that Jordan will actually be on. If he is, he's finishing up. They're just test driving it to see how much more viewership they can get on Facebook. So next week's live stream is going to be a birthday party for our favorite little diva. Gracie turns 4. Is that actually on Tuesday? 31st is Saturday. No, her birthday is on Monday. But yeah, I guess Gracie should make an appearance next week, huh? To celebrate her 4th birthday. Oh my goodness, I can't believe she's 4, you guys. She's 4. The last few months I've lost interest. Yeah, true story. I don't go to them either. I don't. It is what it is. And it's okay. You gotta prioritize your time how you need to prioritize your time, right? Yes. Yeah, we'll sing a little happy birthday to Miss Gracie, and I'll show her face, because I guarantee you she's outside my door right now waiting for me to come out because Daddy's ignoring her, you know? Such a fun night, great community here on Bree's channel. Thank you for coming, Susan. We've been missing you, so I'm really, really glad that you came tonight. I think it'll be a nice positive thing to focus on since next Tuesday is Election Day. Oh, I forgot. Guys, I'm going to be streaming during the election. It's probably better that way, right? Right? To come hang out with me for an hour and a half during the election? Probably. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Well, it's Tuesday, so I have to stream. So we won't know the results on Tuesday anyway. I know. Yeah. So, all right. I will see you all here next week for a lovely distraction from the election and a little Miss Gracie birthday celebration. Do I want to stream? Yeah, I don't think I'll catch up. It'll be fine. Like Lindsay said, we won't actually know the results anyway. So when we're done, I'll go downstairs, I'll turn on the TV and be like, where are we at? And that'll be it. Like there's no benefit to me to sit there and stare at the TV the entire day watching the anxiety rise across the country. There's no point in doing that. That's not good for my mental health. So it'll be fine. I'll come and hang out with you guys instead. All right. So on that note, I will talk to you guys next week. Take care.